Hello, this is a very quick look at the Honor Holly smartphone. This is a really low-cost Android smartphone, measures about 7 centimeters across and it's about 14 centimeters tall, and that means you get a screen size of 5 inches. It fits very nicely in the hand. It's about 1 centimeter deep, which is about standard, and as you can see at the top here, you get a nice, quite bright blinking notification light. On the top, you get the headphone jack. On the side, you get the power and volume rockers. I just switch these around. I think they're back to front with the power being on the bottom and volume being on the top. It's not too much of a problem. On the bottom, you get the power in. And on the back, you've got an 8 megapixel camera and a flash, which is quite unusual at this low-end. Speaker is at the bottom. You've got an unlock screen that allows you to go straight to calls, cameras, messages, or just unlock the phone. It's an interesting interface. It's not quite standard Android that you might have seen elsewhere because you only get these screens. You don't get the app tray that you would normally find to go and see all your apps. So at the bottom you get calls, contacts, texts and web. The web looks quite good. As you can see here, I'm holding it single-handedly. It's very easy to operate in one hand. The web's pretty good. This is a 3G phone rather than a 4G phone, and I've got this on Wi-Fi. At the bottom you'll see there are the usual buttons, and being a budget phone, those don't light up. I was quite surprised to find a really good mode if you're buying this for someone who's not used to smartphones, which is Simple Home. When you press that key, this switches now to more like a Windows 8 view. It's just tiles, nice big tiles, very clearly written out what each one is. You can customize these and you can add a couple on, you can delete some, so you can either have a person or an application, and it keeps the phone nice and simple to use. I was also really surprised by just how well this runs games. As you'll see here, it's whizzing along. This is a really good racing game, 3D, and there wasn't any lag, no slowdown. It handles the slow-mo special effects really well. And for a budget handset, I was really impressed by how well it did handle this game. I've used a few budget handsets, and normally this kind of game really slows down and you can really tell that it's a budget handset. Now this is powered by a quad-core 1.3 gigahertz processor, so you're getting a really good processor for a very low cost. So far so impressive. The one area it does fall down a little is in the camera department. You get a 2 megapixel camera on the front and an 8 megapixel camera on the back, and I found the focusing, the autofocus wasn't great. When you got it in focus, pictures were actually pretty good, but more often than not it would miss focus, and that could be quite a tricky and frustrating thing, having used higher end cameras that are much better at the focusing. The video aspect of this is actually pretty good, and it was really nice to see that in low light the flash will automatically stay on to brighten up the area, which is why you can see my cat's got glowing eyes. Interestingly, the Honor Holly comes with not one but 2 SIM card slots. It has a removable back and a removable battery, and you get a micro SD slot at the top there and 2 SIM card slots. That's useful if you're going abroad, you want to keep your SIM card in and maybe have a local SIM card. So although the camera lets it down a little bit, the Holly is actually a really good handset for the very low cost. It's really nice to have the different style home screens, so you can have this nice simple home screen, which anyone who just wants a nice simple phone without all the fancy extras will enjoy, or you can easily switch back to the standard home screen, which is fine for those people who are used to Android and like the Android interface. The 5-inch screen is a really good size, and even when you're out in daylight it's still very clear to see. So while it may not have the best camera available, what this does have is an incredibly low price tag, and that makes the Holly really good value for money. I hope you found this short review useful. Thanks for watching.